author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
Good morning and welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with me, your host, Brian K. Morris, for a wonderful Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. Had to look at it because I'm running behind this morning. Woke up late, yay, because I was still in the afterglow of last night's clever title pending. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And whether you're watching us live or you're watching us on the reruns, we appreciate you all. But when you watch us live, you can interact with us. Wouldn't that be lovely? And we would write you a note at work to let you get the time off, okay? Because that's how we work. Anyway, if you're watching us on Facebook, please, if you enjoy any part of this video, please like the video. That would be wonderful. React to it somehow. And also, please don't forget to like the page you're watching it on, because that helps your host very much. Also, if you're on YouTube, whether you're on the Rising Tide Publications page or wherever, please, 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 again, give a thumbs up to that video if you enjoy any part of it. And please subscribe to the channel. That helps us in so many ways. And also, please molest that little bell that comes up, because then it will yield you entertainment unparalleled. It will give you all kinds of good stuff. And we want to thank everyone in the Rising Tide, Rising Tide Broadcast Network. It's so new, my tongue hasn't developed the muscle memory. Shut up, Christian, about it. And but we've got some great people involved, and we're also going to announce later a couple of additions to it. We have banded together to help each other increase our well, I hate to say fan base. I don't know what you'd call it. But anyway, we'll talk about it later on. And also, thank you to Plasma Fire Graphics for sponsoring this episode, because Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, it matters to your readers. That's what they see. That's what makes them want to pick up your book. So check out Jeffrey Hayes and his amazing work. You saw 2 examples of it at the start of this program. And if you want him to do that for you at really reasonable prices, I got to tell you, then please contact Jeffrey Hayes at PlasmaFireGraphics.com. clevertitlepending.com. Also, they have a Facebook page. It's great stuff. You will want to take advantage of them. And what else? Also, this show is powered by geekinsider.com, and we thank them for it. And we also want to talk about Meredith Loughran's amazing wildoneforever.com. Great way to start your weekday. And also a brand new thing she's doing with another friend of ours, Nita Lanning, called Ragin'. Just found out about it. I don't know what it is exactly, but if Meredith's involved, I'm 100% behind it and more. And we're going to try to call it up. Let's see if I can get that on the YouTube thing. And let's see, RAGIN. That's RAGIN apostrophe. And let's see here. And yeah, we got to get your views up. We will look for that later and we will put it up. But there's a whole lot of things called Ragin'. Anyway, we're going to find that and we're going to post that. But anyway, Meredith, if you're listening, please put up a link to that. Oh, and we also want to thank our Patreon subscribers. You can support your favorite creators every month, many of whom on that list there have their own Patreon pages and more. People like Karen Nicole and all kinds of other people have monthly subscriptions, but you get something for it every month. I just posted the latest installment of my first draft flash fiction novel, currently called The Terrors, and it's a fun place to be. Also, we have a blog we've been working on for a couple of days. I keep getting, yesterday was a day of distraction, as is this morning. But anyway, please check us out on patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. But anyway, we real fast, I do want to talk about at the top of the show, the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed to our Facebook page. There is a page for the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, and we've got some great shows. You know that, of course, it's Clever Title Pending and Nevermind the Furthermore, plus an upcoming show that I'm starting on Thursday nights, in addition to our occasional comic book shows. Or actually, it's a show on comic books, and I'm already lining up people to be on it, and a couple people. Brother Brian expects something in your inbox today, and also one other person, but Eric Hawkins and I will be talking about comic books, and it's going to be a lot of fun because that's what comic books should be. So please check it out. Our first episode is going to be, I wrote it down. I swear I wrote it down. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Currently, it's called All Things Comics. I gotta make a card for that or something. But please check us out. We'll have more details as time goes on. But anyway, we also have TED Talks with Ted Davies Artistry. Please sign up for his YouTube channel as well, where he also does a special CR show once a month with Carl Witzman. Also Stupid O'Clock, Armchair Rocket Scientists, and the Stupid After Show from Joe Dog McKeel, and that's a lot of fun. We're glad that we're with those guys because they're incredible. Also, Creative is Hale with the amazing Amy Hale, author Amy Hale. Please sign up for her pages, author Amy Hale, and Amy Hale's Angels on Facebook, and also every other Thursday, she's at 8 Eastern. She's going to have Creative as Hell. Great talk show. I was on the first one of the new season. Have a great time with her as always. And also Heather Ellen, who does an astounding show on Sunday nights at 10, is part of our group, as well as author Michaela Jade, who has started broadcasting. And she's amazing. No surprise. And also we've just recruited Nick Tockert and the Historical Fencing Guild is under our umbrella too. So please check out our shows. We will be having more about them, but go to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page on Facebook. Please give it a like. And we've got a tentative schedule of our shows. So without further ado, and we've adoed plenty already. Oh, and a special thanks, one more thing, to the amazing Glenn B. Fleming for appearing on Clever Title Pending last night. What an amazing show. I learned, Glenn and I have been friends for a few months now, and I've been waiting to get him on the show, mostly because I want to learn more about him. And man, I learned so much about this incredible man. I didn't realize what accomplishments he had. And even though he doesn't like the current doctor, I can still forgive him. We agree to disagree. But anyway, we agree that we gotta get to your comments, because I'm already 14 minutes behind. I'm not even going to count the stuff that happened before. And first in the gate is Trevor Hawkins at 8:26. Skunk that stinks praying for you. I missed that. And did Skunk take something out? Skunk, I hope you're doing okay, brother. Let us know. And Skunk, hang in there. I'll be thinking about you. She says, Teresa Dunn, good morning to you, darling. And the Historical Fencing Guild, welcome to our group. Good morning, Nevermorians. The mighty Manatee Man, master of marketing, wishes the best for you all this hump day morning. Good for you, Nick Tucker. Pleased to have you here as always, sir. Please sign up for that YouTube page, the Historical Fencing Guild, 8 p.m. on Fridays. You can learn how to murder each other safely. It's great. Teresa Dunn, good morning, Brian. Happy hump day. Well, may the hump be with you, darling. Hope you have a good one. Good morning to you, Trevor Hawkins. Good morning, Carl Witzman. Always a pleasure to have you here. And Joe Dog, what did I miss? Yeah, what did I miss? Things go on before I get here. Grant Lankard, good morning and good luck to your upcoming Kickstarter campaign. When that thing launches, you are to come here and pimp the hell out of it. You got that? All right, we will get you some love there. And Joe Dog McKeel, I just want everyone to know I am home and everything is going to be okay. Matter of fact, I haven't even left the house since Monday, and my optimistic attitude says everything will be okay. Joe Dog, I know what you mean. Joe Dog has had some challenges as of recently that I'm not in a position to say about, to talk about. But Joe Dog, I felt like a weight had been lifted when you gave us the news on that, and I feel so. I'm happy for you. I'm seriously happy for you, brother. And I see nothing but positive things ahead for you and all involved. And it's a good thing. But please continue to send your prayers and your positive energy to Joe Dog, because he is more than worthy. Oh, and in anticipation of Valentine's Day, Andy Shaggy Cordy, who is, unfortunately, he's got to work and he doesn't get to be here all the time. But Andy, and I love his children. His children they're angels. They are fun. They are funny. I can't wait to see what they become as adults. There's some kids, you see some kids and you think somebody's going to drown you before you get into high school. But not Andy's kids. They are well behaved. They are wonderful, creative. In fact, some of the art you see here is his daughter Anna and his daughter Lydia did those illustrations for me. So those make me happy. But this morning Andy dropped off some Valentine's days from Vincent. Thank you, Vincent, from Cookie and myself. And Lydia, yes, I'm this adorable, it says. And you are, Lydia, you are. These for Cookie, and Cookie says, friends make me smile. You make us smile, Anna. And here on my cute is my cover. This is so you, Lydia. And Anna, thank you so much. You are beautiful too. And then Andy does these astounding cards, and he does a lot of saints, Catholic Church saints. And this one is Saint Valentine of Nola from Shaggy and Kristen. Thank you, Shaggy and Kristen. Love you guys. And we also got this beautiful pin back here, Brian K. Morris. So you know what? We are going to affix this to our garment here. And I don't know that it'll be visible throughout the whole thing. But anyway. And later I have a special place of honor I'm going to put it. So anyway, and it's crooked, but so am I. But anyway, thank you, Joe Dog McKill. Anyway, sorry to take the light from you, brother, but actually I am so relieved to get your good news, man. I really am. And all the best to you about this. And we're in your corner, man. You need something, you got it. That's the way it works around here. And I hope so, Joe. So do I, Carl. And Ted Davies Artistry, good morning to you. Oh, thank God you brought coffee. Yeah, we woke up late. I don't know if our alarms we turned off our alarms, or we just reached over and said, screw it, we're going back to bed for an hour or what. I don't remember. But I woke up about half an hour ago and it's like, I need coffee. And yes, sunshine will be good too. Melt some of the snow. Ted Davies Artistry, as always, brother. Glad to have you here. And that was a great talk you had Tuesday morning. And I love that little snide comment you made. Yeah, Brian's always got to chime in. Yeah, I do. So there. Everyone is entitled to my opinion. And Joe Dog says, friends don't let friends drunk. Friends don't let friends drunk Facebook. Shame I ain't got any friends who are at the house. Yeah, it's... I'm glad I gave up recreational drinking long before Facebook came around. I would be in so much trouble. And Angie Dudas, glad to see you. Good morning. Grant and I spent yesterday working on the Kickstarter video. We involved our cat Mooney, which required lots of treats for him. He's probably fat as Garfield right now if he's any typical cat. But yeah, seriously, Angie, you get Grant to share his stuff on the Rising Tide Publications page because I believe in him and his project, and we're going to pimp the hell out of him. Okay, let's make that clear, and might be able to do a little extra help for him too, if you know what I mean. But anyway, Carleen, good morning to you, darling. Glad to see you. Don't forget the green room this coming Friday. I think it's going to be a green room. Carl and Carleen haven't decided yet, probably. And Joe Dog McKeel says, hi, Carl and Carly and Ted and Angie and everyone else. Hello, Joe Dog. And it's showtime. Yeah, and I'm a minute or two behind because we had to get coffee. And Cookie found the envelope outside with Andy Cordy's stuff in it. So we had to take a pause because I now have a beautiful button. I love you, girls. And everyone's saying hi. And Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., always a pleasure, my friend. Good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. And stay safe out there. And you will if you go to www.TyroneTonyReedJr.com. You go there, you are automatically saved from COVID. I'm sure it cures COVID. In fact, not only that, you'll be able to touch people and cure their COVID as well. Anyway, double your money back if not true. And the usual disclaimers apply. How much would you pay? Anyway, Tony, it's good to see you, man. Hope your morning's going well. Much love to you and your missus. And Michaela Jade says, hey, everyone, I'm out of the house today. Don't know how much I'll be on. Well, sweetheart, we're glad you checked in. And you are adorable, and we love you, and we love your new broadcast. Holy cow, you're awesome. And Jeffrey Hayes, good Wednesday morning, Nevermorians. Awesome interview with Glenn last night on Clever Title Pending. Very interesting and informative guy. Jeffrey, thank you. And we had a blast. And the thing is, I really appreciate Glenn because by the time we got off the air, I am aware that there is a time difference between Great Britain and ourselves. But by the time we got off the air, it was like 4 a.m. and I'm like, oh my God, you did this for me? Holy cats, Glenn, I love you forever. But no, check out last night's Clever Title Pending. I mean, what an intelligent and thoughtful and crazy talented guy. I mean, he's amazing. And I knew he was creative. I knew he had stuff, but he sent me like a whole bunch of graphics that I couldn't load them all in time. Plus, we ran a video of him drawing one of his characters from one of his books, and it was done in real time. It was done in real time, and in like 2.5 minutes, he had a fully rendered illustration. And he talked about his time learning about Jack Kirby and getting to know the man. And he's got documentaries that he's re-editing one right now. So please check him out on Amazon. And thank you, Carl Witzman. We sold a book for him last night. And his stuff does look good. I'm going to have to indulge myself too. So yeah, definitely check out last night's Clever Title Pending, and check out all of our episodes. We've had some great shows. And the thing is, we got a couple of contacts last night that I'm real excited about. And we got some strong shows coming up, and I ain't saying because it's me by any stretch of the imagination. Well, next week we have Russell Allen, who has been here frequently. Russell Allen of Russ Explodes Studio, Xenonite Titan. I don't remember if he's got the Kickstarter relaunched again or not, but he's going to be on the show. He's got a very unique story to tell, and it's one of those things when you hear it, you will ask yourself, why am I not pushing forward? Why am I not trying to move ahead? Because if this guy can make it with all that he's got going, plus he's a broadcaster. I believe his show, I think it's on Sunday night at 9 Eastern, just before our own Heather Ellen. But he runs a really good interview show and a part of the Hanging with Web Show network, whom we love. and you see all that he's got going on and going against him. He's had some health challenges, as has his son, and you have to watch that and go, if he's pushing forward, why am I not? So Russell Allen's he's a fun guy too. He's a great guy and still has a sense of humor despite all that's happening to him, or maybe because, but anyway, please check out next Tuesday's Clever Title Pending. And we have got some great guests coming up. And if you signed up for our newsletter, you'd know who they are. So let's get that banner going. There we go. And there's that address there. Or you can go to risingtide.pub and get assigned up there, or you can send me your email address via Facebook Messenger, and I will put it in the files myself, and you'll get no spam because of me. I promise that we do not sell, trade, or barter in any way your email contact. In fact, some people have want me to write for them, and part of the terms of my employment, if you will, with them, well, you've got to give us your email list. And I'm like, then I don't need the job. I promise these people I'm not doing it. And I'm not making it sound like I'm all that. I'm just saying I'm protective of y'all. Okay. And anyway, Jeffrey, I'm glad you liked it. Boy, am I on the rant today, huh? Man. Anyway, Jeffrey Hayes, Facebook.com, Plasma Fire Graphics, to see the latest book covers and illustration work from Plasma Fire Graphics. Dude, I got to get there then, because this man does incredible work. And if you don't know what we're talking about, then you need to check this out, because we ran at the top of the show and we're proud to. But here's an example of what he did for us, okay?
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god. A hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now, can you imagine your book or your comic book getting that kind of treatment? Holy cats. And I'm not saying, well, actually, I am saying that thing has gotten me some sales. All right. I've sold a few copies of Volcana using that fantastic trailer, and he can make one for you at amazingly affordable prices. Trust me. So anyway, contact plasmafiregraphics.com when the look of your book matters to you. And thank you for being here, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I miss talking to you, man. I gotta say hello to you sometime. I gotta be a better friend. Anyway, I think Brian said too much coffee too early. No, I'm trying to catch up, Joe Dog McKeel. I started a little late. Got a late start to the day. Felt good to sleep though. I was under it's been a little cold here, and it's like we decided we wanted to be a little warmer last night, and so we each got our quilts out, and Cookie has one that it's a Cookie Monster quilt, of course, and mine is Crypto the Super Dog. So we slept quite well last night and slept quite a long time. So yeah, I'm and we may have to run like Glenn's video or something, because I could still use another cup of coffee. I'm almost done with the first one here. Oh, not enough coffee is what's the problem, Joe Dog. And Terry MacGyver, good to see you, sir. Good morning, Nevermorians. Here's hoping you all have a pleasant day. I hope you have one too, brother. Thank you for being here. And John B. Pika, hey there, friends and foes. Happy New Comic Day. I know Wednesday's a day of excitement for me, although I usually don't get out till Thursday. But I love going to I love seeing what the new comics are. It makes me happy. It really does. And, people who, don't collect comics don't know what a fun thing it is. The mystery of going into the comic shop and not being sure what all is there. It's kind of exciting. And, I'm really looking forward to going there today. I admit that I know some of what's coming in. And one I'm not real thrilled with, to be honest, but I've been hanging on for the Future State books, the Superman related Future State books, and all I can say is that if Future State becomes the mainstream DC line, then I guess I'm going to save my money and concentrate on back issues, if you know what I mean. But John B. Pike, glad to have you here. Don't forget, the back of the cereal box, Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock, a fun show. And you got to check it out on YouTube because I said so. And Dave Woodrum, morning. Dave, hope you're doing well, man. I've been meaning to write you the last couple of weeks. Hope you are doing well. And, please share your links to your writing and all other amazing stuff you do. And speaking of amazing, there is the amazing creativist Hale, Amy Hale. Mwah, darling, hope you're doing well this morning. Glad to have you here. Hope all is well. And hope you're doing well this morning, hon. And there he is, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, Molest the Bell. Oh, I didn't add the E on the end. I was talking about the brass thing and not referring to my genitalia. But anyway, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, please check that show out. And I got to check out last night's show. I was so busy prepping for Glenn B. Fleming. I normally watch, but please check him out on YouTube and at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS LLC, or not LLC anymore, but the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on YouTube. He now has his own YouTube channel, and please check that out. I implore you. And we will run his spot later on. I promise. And Brian Rodman, good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. Glad to see you, Brian. I'm going to be sending you a note today. Let us sail away on the U.S. Humpty Hump with our captain and host the notorious BKM. Oh, yeah. Let's get this party cruise started, folks. You got that right, Brian Rodman. BrianRodman.com for Memoirs of an Angel. I'm sure we'll be talking about it later this morning. And Terry McIver, fan base, visual, audio consumers. That's, it's like, I don't know that I'm comfortable with the word fan base, to be honest with you. It's like, I've got fans. Oh, I've got one rotary one in the doorway here. It keeps the room cool. But then we can go to like Mickey Spillane, who used to refer to his readers as his customers. It's like, I don't know where I stand with this. So I'll just let y'all decide what you want to call yourselves. Nevermorians makes me happy. And here we go. Facebook user says, good morning, Brian and Nevermorians. Count your blessings and share them with others. Thank you so much. Facebook user, I'm watching on StreamYard, of course, and for whatever reason, I didn't show your icon or your name. There is a thing in our description of the show. If you look through all the folder, all that I've got there, if you do a quick run to a site, the StreamYard page on Facebook and give it a like, you are then put in, and you might have done it in the past, but I think I've been hearing that Facebook, for security reasons, I think makes you renew it every now and then, though I've never had to. I did it once and it was fine. I guess because I'm on all the time. But anyway, Facebook user, whoever you are, thank you so much for that sentiment. That is greatly appreciated. I'm sincere about that. And I know it's cold outside and I know things are uncertain, but let's see what we can do to help each other get through this. And there she is, this charming, delightful Willow Schuyler. Mwah! Spider-Man has never looked so good. And I'm so glad you're here, Willow Schuyler. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all you do for this show. I got to tell you, and thank you for being a part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. For broadcast, for sharing information about the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And Willow has stuff going on the Hanging with Web Show Network, which we love and respect. And thank you to everyone there for their support of our humble little enterprise. But anyway, Willow, hope the morning's going well for you. And hashtag bring cookie home. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's what we're trying to do every day. And Willow and Jason Snyder of NonCon. Good to see you, brother. Jason, you may have gotten a application from a Donna Carleen. She's a writer, just like me, except she's better and far more charming. I'd love it if we could get her at NonCon. I think she sent you a couple emails, and hope you get back to her about it because we'd really love. She will be a great addition to NonCon, which will be happening September 24th, 25th, 26th at the Poasttown Elementary School, 6600 Trenton Franklin Road in Middletown, Ohio. Great little community there. You have Lee's Chicken and a Walmart and a Tim Hortons, so I lack for nothing. That's all the retail I need. Anyway, Jason, hope you're having a great morning, brother. So glad to see you. And Raging with Meredith Walker, a show where Meredith and friends go out into the world, scream at innocent bystanders, and hit them with baseballs. That's not it at all, but that's what I imagine and hope it is. Yeah, it's like, dang, you've got me. You had me at innocent. You had me with the word "scream at innocent bystanders." I thought it was just me, but no, that's the brand new enterprise from Meredith Logren and Nita Lanning, two incredibly funny and intelligent ladies, and you definitely want to check out that channel. Just started, I think, yesterday on or very recently. I didn't even know about it till last night on YouTube. So please give that YouTube channel a like if you would. Please subscribe to that. And Brian, if you can find the email. Or not the email, but the web address for the Raging channel on YouTube and want to post it, that would be great. Let's see. I'm going to try something here. I was trying to find it earlier, and we'll see what happens. I know what I should be looking for. Hold on here. Yeah, pardon me while I interrupt the show to do my internet searches. There we go. There, autocorrect. Okay, it's working. Okay, it's working in my favor for once. And Meredith Logren has a couple of pages too. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to subscribe to that. Subscribed, and what else? And she's got all kinds of stuff I didn't know about. Well, gosh bless it, Meredith. We have got to get you some more. Oh, that's why it isn't moving. Okay, there we go. And let's see here. And she's got other stuff here, but we need to get her some more people on her channel there. And anyway, we will find that dang thing. We will find that thing and we will share it. So anyway, check out Meredith Logren on her various ventures. She is an incredibly talented lady. So anyway, please check it out. All right. Check out Raging. We will get that address, and we will get Ryan Permisson here. Ryan, good to see you, sir. Good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? We are dandy. Hope, and you should know because you're one of us. We hope you're doing well, too. Season premiere of, and I quote, live Saturday, February 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern on Facebook and YouTube with Jason Swoboda of $7 a pop talking about Funko Pops. Oh, my God, Amy Hale, are you listening to this? And Amy is now pushing furniture out of the way to get to the screen so that she can find out Funko Pops, so that she can like be doing this, because they might have like a special supernatural variant where like one of the guys parts his hair the other way, and so she has to own 5 or 6 of them. But anyway, Ryan, that sounds good. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Appreciate that. And Michaela is saying hello to people back in the cereal box. We know them. They're awesome. John B. Pica, you ought to get on this show. It's great. And tonight, Brian, Nicole, and Willow from Reels and Heels, and Kelly from the Phoenix Sisters join the back of the cereal box crew to talk WandaVision and predictions about the future of the MCU tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Very cool. And I'm glad Kelly's running in these circles. Kelly and I are old friends. She's fantastic. And we're going to actually, she and Crail, we're going to have her on the Clever Tile Pending pretty soon. And Ryan Permisson, check out his Patreon and select which tier is correct for you, and then go to the one above it. Anyway, check out It's Nerd Culture, a fantastic show, and check out Ryan. He is awesome. I love this guy. I got to catch up with him. I really do. And brother Brian, I like that. I feel you should only say that in the voice of Hulk Hogan. Oh man. I'd probably tear out my larynx doing it. It's like, Brother Brian, I like that. I feel you should only say that in the voice of the Hulk Hogan. Ooh, can you feel Nevermorian mania running wild? Oh, yeah, Brother Gene. Actually, I'm more like I think I can do a more convincing Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. We got to get the Nevermorians behind Grant Lankard's Kickstarter campaign. Oh, yeah. Can you snap into a Slim Jim? Can you feel it, brother? Anyway, good morning, Eric Hawkins. Good morning, Internet people. Good to see you. Hey, are you watching Bo of the Fifth Column too? That's what he says. Anyway, Eric Hawkins, always a pleasure to have you here, sir. And good talking to you yesterday. It was a lot of fun. As always, Carl Witz with the Cigar Show is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. Check out Ted and Carl's Cigar Show, a very laid-back show. It's not like this one. Laid back is not the description for this show. The Federal Trade, you call this show laid back, the Federal Trade Commission will come after you. But anyway, please check out that show. I always love it. And it's a great show because I understand cigars a lot better now. And it's not like I'm a smoker or anything. But anyway, it's a good show. And these guys have great chemistry together. So please check it out. Maybe I do a coffee show. Maybe that's what we need to do. Here we go. I'm clenching at the very thought of seeing this. Anyway, Mad Libs from the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Arise, Wednesday Morris. Arise, fly towards the making your way through. Do not despair as the has huge cans and more cleavage, less. My first thought was less filling. Anyway. Dude, you need to make like a whole damn book of these things and put them out. Now, you can't call them Mad Libs, obviously, but put out like your own naughty version of them. I think that could be a riot, dude, especially if you tie it into Doctor Who and fandom. And if you need help, let me know. And Russell Allen, good morning, Nevermorians. Good morning, Brian. I hope your Fezcopter business is flourishing. Yes, sir, it is. Let me hold on to it. Now I can't stand up for 5 minutes, but anyway, Russell, I'm glad you're here, brother, and looking forward to having you on Clever Title Pending this coming Tuesday, sir. I was talking real nice about you, and it's going to be a fun show. We are going to enjoy ourselves. There is no choice. So anyway, please check it out, and hope you're having a great morning, Russell. Hope everything's going well for you. And Ryan Permisson says, check out Connor's, Connor's Kickstarter Swords and Solace comic series. Oh, definitely. Is that Jerome's? Holy cats, I will check that out. I'm going to write that down and see what I can do. Of course, Cookie gets on me. It was like, Brian, you can't support all of internet by yourself. Who says? And Swords and Solace. Swords and Solace. And Jerome. All right. Ryan, thank you. He didn't say a dang thing about it. Does that man not know how to promote? Good God Almighty. We're going to take him out to the woodshed and tell him, don't be shy about talking about your projects here. And Will Schuyler, hey, Ted and Michaela, how are you all today? They're all doing good, but I'll let them answer. And Joe Dog McKeel says, see, I told you I shouldn't have imitated those wrestlers. Said, just found out a friend's wife went to labor last night with her first baby. They have a lady to help with the birth, but she couldn't make it due to a storm. He said it was a real midwife crisis. Oh, that's awesome, Joe Dog. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, you see, and I'm thinking of the joke. Cindy Kep has the night shift, and Joe Dog has the day shift. This is great. And Facebook user has the polar... say, okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. I wondered if that was you, Bill. For some reason, your icon isn't showing up here, Bill Sarton, but it's good to see you, man. Has the polar vortex left you frozen? And I'm thinking of those old, commercials now from the radio. It's like, has your wife gone and left you? Is the polar vortex left you frozen? Is that what's troubling you, Bunky? Well, stand up and take a walk in the sunshine, sort of thing. Anyway, has the polar vortex left you frozen? You can't let that go. And join the Far Out and Groovy Kids by clicking on Facebook's page, SartanArt76, the artwork of Bill Sarton, and bask in the warmth of better days from yesteryear. Now, Bill is only 122 likes from 1,000. Got that? 1,000. And when he reaches that milestone, he's going to have his spectacular sketch giveaway contest. So check out the Funshine Sunshine at the artwork of Bill Sarton, where everything old is new again. Check that out. Thank you, Bill. I thought it was you, but I wasn't 100% sure. And Trevor Hawkins is in pain from that joke. Joe Dog, mission accomplished. But Angie is rolling on the floor laughing. And John B. Pica says, I do a separate website for every show project I do along with social media. So, drum roll. Back of the ZeroBoxPodcast.com. Definitely. And Brian Rodman, and you do it well, John. I got to tell you that's for sure. And Brian Rodman says, if you need your weekly dose of nonsensical buffoonery, and let's be honest, who doesn't? Head on over to that Dastardly Dingo's address there after this wonderful broadcast. Thank you, Brian. And enjoy wonderful interviews, movie reviews, and indie comic reviews by Chad Nuss, Jeremy Woodring, and myself. We have an absolute blast with our guests and ourselves. Join us us over at the Dastardly Dingoes podcast today. And yeah, that's a great show. I love being on there. I love watching it. The fun is infectious. And Grant Lankard begins by mocking me with his laughter, and then I'm sharing the outtakes of me trying to get Moody to sit on my lap for the duration of the video too. It's hilarious. Yeah, those would make great updates, dude. That is a super idea. I like that, Grant. Good. See, I told you, man, you've got this stuff. You've got this stuff. And we had just another comment dump. I'm going to have to show up on Sunday for the StreamYard show and say, hey, what are you going to do about this comment dump here? And Legend of Traveling TARDIS, Christian Basil says, so I can touch people and cute them off the kufu. Who volunteers for my inoculation? I think you need a sharper needle on your pain stick there, if you know what I mean. And yes, cats are finicky actors. That's true. Grant Lacker says 1 week tomorrow till my Kickstarter launches. Pick up the free sample at monarchpublishing.com. It's good stuff. Seriously, I've read it. And also check out his newsletters. Please sign up for that. And there's author Michaela Jade talking up Warriors Trust, the second in her trilogy there. Please check it out. Michaela is a great, very talented wordsmith. She really is. And there's a little bit of heat in some shows she does too. I know you're surprised, but definitely check that out. Definitely get that book from Amazon. You will be glad you did, and so will Michaela. And the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, so I can touch people and cure them of the what? She's repeating himself. And also there is her YouTube channel. Please sign up for her YouTube channel today. That is something we've got to do. We've got to put in links on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page to all of our YouTube enterprises. I will work on that today. Maybe I can work on that today. That's a good project. I'm getting too much done otherwise. Anyway, thank you, Michaela. Love you, hon. Hope your day's going well. And Willow Skyler, love you too. Join her Valentine's Day on Sunday as she's joined by her co-hosts from Reels and Heels, members the Hanging with Web Show clan, and a professional wedding DJ, Mark Gopher Dobras. Oh my God, that sounds like fun. So share Willow's Pillow Talk with someone you love. And I'd share Willow with someone I love, but that would be selfish. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel, I had patience once. She got tired of waiting for me to marry her, so she ran off with a jerk. That's the problem. Cookie did just the opposite. She married a jerk. But anyway, Carlene, said that word. No. Denial. Carly, no. I've got to go out tonight. No. And Grant Lacker says, Glenn is awesome. Great interview, too. Thank you, Grant. And thank you for being there last night. I'm going to be in Comics Unlimited's next issue. Hopefully it doesn't scare away too many readers away. Yeah, and I accidentally pitched this article to him, so... Oh man, no, that's a great magazine though. You can get it on Amazon. It's Comics Unlimited. If you have any interest in the great history of comic books, you definitely go want to check that out. Glenn puts together a really cool magazine. It is fantastic, and so is Glenn. So definitely check out last night's Clever Tile Pen. You are in for a treat. And Willow Schuyler says we're going to be talking about the best and worst romantic music. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the worst romantic music is probably any love song that's come out in the last 25 years. I think I stopped being hip about 1996 as far as music goes. I mean, I know who some groups are now, and there are some groups I do like, and I keep up on their material. But I'm left back in the 90s, or unless it's somebody that I like Green Day or Foo Fighters or somebody like that, I don't pay attention to a lot of music because it all sounds the same. It's also formulaic. It really is. And Carly said a bad word. I'm telling. And Grant, this is Carleen. Oh, the fight begins. And Angie Duda says we have had such more this winter than in the past few years. We are not having that S word here in central Indiana so much, but the temperatures have been freaking miserable. In fact, I think we're heading back towards sub-zero temperatures in a few days, which I don't approve of. But anyway, I'm going to go out and make sure my car starts because I have to go out tonight, I hope. And anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, if people can rewrite history to fit their needs, so can I. In mine, Star Trek, the original series, and Firefly were never canceled and each did 7-year runs. Suck it up, Cupcake. That's the way it shall be from now on. That's right. Joe Dog went to Flashpoint, and he didn't save Barry Allen's mother, but he did make sure that William Shatner and Joss Whedon were employed for a full 7 years on those shows. Yeah, seriously. It's like you see where those shows were going. And of course, Star Trek was, in its original run, season 3 was not golden. There were a couple dogs in the first 2 series, but there was, the third season had some good moments. But Fred, if Gene Roddenberry had been on for the whole run, that's what I would have loved to have seen. Fred Freeberger, nice try. Because that was Spock's brain, remember? That was not their best work. And I rewatched those episodes. I binge watched them a couple years ago, and I could tell the actors were just, they weren't bad, but you could tell they were clearly not happy with what they were doing. And it kind of came out in the performance. I could see it now. Or maybe I'm just reading something into it. I'm with Carly. I like your history, Joe Dog. I definitely approve of that. And the Skunk Rocker, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, doing better. Long story short version, I was assaulted this morning at the warehouse by a coworker who, incidentally, as I just recently found out, didn't get fired. It said is on probation. So yeah, not happy. Skunk, I hope you're okay, brother. Man, that's scary. And I hope he's not on probation now. I hope he got shown the door, because there is no freaking excuse for that. That is no. If he physically assaulted, I'm just assuming it's a physical assault. If he did that, there, he should have been shown the freaking door, at top speed. And I don't care if it was open. Nobody does that to our Nevermorians, period. And Brian, you were talking about more shows potentially. Maybe the answer is an occasional second clever title pending. Well, we are going to do a special episode every month, but no. And the thing is, the other day, I put out, whether people would want like an extra, or actually a 5-day a week, Nevermind the Furthermore, versus 3 days a week, but the caveat was that the 5-day a week would only be 1 hour, regardless of how many comments I got. And the vote was, let's see, I got 8, and I had some people contact me offline too. So basically, we got about 8 times as many people saying keep it as it is, as opposed to go to 5 days a week. So that's what we'll do for the moment. Of course, then I create a brand new comic book show, so nobody tells me what to do. And it was funny because we had a meeting of the broadcast network, and I'm sitting there waiting to get into the queue. And God bless these people. I love my network so much. And I say network for lack of a more precise term. But I'm listening. I just came in as the debate about me came up. And I can only imagine what went on before. Can you imagine what that idiot is wanting to do now? And it was like, we can't let Brian do another day of shows. And I'm thinking, what? I'm that bad? And they're like, no, he's got enough to do. He's got enough on his plate. We can't let him do one more show. And of course, then I organized one, but it's going to be a fun show. I'm looking forward to doing it. So, but anyway, I love my people so very damn much. But no, we are going to be doing like at least once a month. We'll do an extra special clever tile pending. We've got them scheduled currently for Thursdays, but I think I'm going to move the special show going forward to Mondays, because I do that way. If I do that, I can work it out. I don't remember why I didn't add Monday to begin with now, but anyway, thank you, Nick Stockard. I do appreciate that, brother. And sign up for the Historical Fencing Guild channel, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central this coming Friday. Nick Stockard will tell you how to skewer your friends and enemies in the maximum safety. OSHA would be proud of you. And Russell Allen says, I'm so excited to be on Brian. This is where commas are going. I'm so excited to be on Brian. Don't make Christian jealous. Okay. Anyway, we're going to have a blast. Damn right we are, Russell. We're going to have a great time. And together on Tuesday and maybe some intelligent conversation. If we do that, I'm going to have to leave. It kind of lets me out there. No, we are going to have some great conversation because we've got the Clevermorians will be showing up, and we'll have some jokes from Cindy Cat probably. It'll be great. And speaking of great, there is the man, the plan, the legend, Glenn B. Fleming. Hey, Brian, great to be on your show last night. Can't wait for part 2. Brother, it's going to be happening. We are going to have a maxi series. You know what I'm saying? You're good for more than 2 shows. I'll have you on more often than Jack Kirby had you on in his house. How's that? Anyway, please check it out. If you're a Jack Kirby fan, check out all the great stuff that Glenn B. Fleming was talking about last night. And he has a couple books and a video about Jack Kirby, and he's re-editing that video to add more footage. Glenn, it was such a treat to have you on last night. You have no idea how grateful I am that you were on. You were fantastic. You really were. And of course, I'm not going to be like Christopher Eccleston and say, you know what, Glenn, you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? So was I. So I'm not going that route. No, you were amazing, man. And check out the work of Glenn B. Fleming on Amazon. I didn't know you had so much going on. Oh, man, what an incredible talent. And thank you again, Glenn, for staying up for me. I do appreciate it. And Scott Crocker says, I'm fine physically. Everything is good. Nothing to panic about. And thank you, everyone, for the well wishes. I appreciate it. Well, brother, man, we take care of our own here. That's what Rising Tide's about, man. It's like, like I said, it's like, I step into the meeting and hearing everyone going, we can't let Brian do another show because he's got plenty to do. He's got to get his own work done. So I schedule another show because I'm an idiot. No, it's a show I've been wanting to do. So, and I think it's a show that's needed in the world of comics. I really do. And I'm going to be talking to a couple of people today to be my co-hosts. It's going to be fun. Anyway, we are going to, and they've expressed an interest already because I've already floated it past them. So yes, Brian Rodman, you're going to get a call. So please, thank you to everyone. But yeah, Skunk, we take care of our own here, brother. And you are under the umbrella, man. You're going to stay dry and safe with us. All right. And please, please keep us up on this because I hope that coworker gets the boot. I really do. And same person tried it last time, Skunk. Yeah. And it's Circle Fencing Guild says, glad you're okay, Carl. I agree with Carl and Nick. And have I mentioned that I don't know Angie Dudas, Brian? I do not need to get in trouble because she's using forbidden words. I know it's guilt by association, Grant, and you're better off not hanging out with potty mouths like that. You know what I'm saying? I know who Angie is. Anyway, and she's adorable. She is great. As well, Grant, I'm seeing this sort of thing with you and Angie, like people see with me and Cookie. It's like who else would have the other one? So anyway, Skunk, and I mean that in a loving, supportive sort of way, Grant. I really do. Skunk Rocker says, now, rather than discussing such negative topics, let's broach a subject that everyone can get on board with. Sex. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Way to change the subject. Do I have it here? And this is courtesy of Mad Kelt Jackson, a hangover for when he and his wife Kathy are on the show. Okay. Or it's like that old Sparks song. I love this Sparks song, and I know you and Skunk's probably like, you like Sparks too. All you want to talk, there's a great song they do called All You Want to Talk About Is Sex. And the last part of the chorus is All Right With Me. That's a fun song. You guys ought to be listening to Sparks. They'll make you happy. And I agree with Carl Witzman. Glad you're okay. Seriously, Skunk. Seriously, please. Don't. I hope your bosses are making sure this never happens again. And Russell Allen says, I'll be launching sometime during the show. And we're talking about next week, right? With the Kickstarter. Yeah, let's definitely get some buzz about that, man. Seriously. And again, please use the Rising Tide Publications page to pimp the work there. All right, Russell? I'm insisting on it. And Brian Rodman sure has me pegged this morning. Are you sluggish this morning? Feel as if your life is slowly spiraling into the dark, deep pit of madness? Well, head on over to risingtide.pub and get your very own Rising Tide mug. It prevents you from dying and makes your coffee a magical cup of joy that overflows onto everyone around you. Is any of this true? That's the type of thinking that gets you killed. Anyway, save your life and buy your Rising Tide mug today. Thank you, Brian Rodman. We have a link in our description, in our information on Facebook and on YouTube. we have not only those drinking mugs, but our lovely model, Frank, will be here with the adorable and sexually enticing, I got to say, Rising Tide Publications face mask. Now, are you? Yeah, look at all those people out there. They're here for you. No. It's okay, man. Just be calm. Be calm. They love you, man. Yeah, seriously, they do. Anyway, Frank is modeling our lovely Rising Tide Publications face mask, and it will prevent you from getting COVID-19 or 5 billion times your money back. Unfortunately, we only pay it out 1 penny a year. All right. So anyway, check out the Rising Tide Publications page on Teespring for more fun products such as tote bags, t-shirts, and other folderol with more to come. And Angie Dudas from StreamYard says, fine, guess you're doing the dishes, Grant Lankard. Ooh, Grant's in trouble. And Non-Con still has plenty of booth spaces for the September event, says Jason Snyder, who would know. And free to set up and free to attend. All are welcome. And yeah, get back with Carlene, would you please? Because I'd love to have her and Carl Witzman there. You will love them, Jason. You will love them. They're like me, but fun. Anyway, John B. Pike, I'm with you. I love the thrill of the hunt at the comic shop. That's why I don't have a hold box. I do have one because I've got a couple of things that not everyone gets, and I understand that. Like Knights at the Dinner Table from Kenzer and Company and Doctor Who magazine. But other than that, I've got like a couple other things because they have a pull minimum, and so I'm well beyond that now. But no, that's the only reason I have a pull box. Otherwise, I would go in and be adventurous. But as long as I got it and they're willing to hang on to stuff for me, I'm happy. And Bill, thank you for getting that straightened out. Bill, appreciate it. You should keep a carafe of coffee near you for refills. You make it through the comments twice as fast as a result. That's probably true, and probably if I skip a bunch of them too. If only you people weren't so damn fascinating. No, seriously, I normally do, but I got up late this morning, and so only had time to brew one pot of coffee, and I'm too proud to yell for help. You know what I'm saying? And the S word is a serious offense, says Trevor Hawkins. Yeah, but Michaela likes too, but well, Michaela, we love you anyway, despite the serious brain injury you seem to have suffered. But anyway, we love you, Michaela. And Kyle Guthrie, charming, delightful, sexy, I must say. Kyle Guthrie says, join Glowcat and Skunk Rocker every Sunday night at 8 p.m. 7 Central for Scrubhouse Video Live. It's a show about schlocky cinema, and it's so easy to watch with 3 different platforms, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. You'll love it. And SVSCL is rated WebMA for language and is considered NSFW. And unlike Skunk's co-worker, we're not going to hit you with a piece of lumber. Holy crap. If he had done that to me, I'd have turned him, if he tried to do that to me or my friends, I'd have turned him into a candy apple. You know what I'm saying? He'd be carrying that piece of lumber out and having to get it surgically removed. And, ooh, Michaela, either that or we'd spray his head with Gorilla Glue or something. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, if your last name is Dingle, please do not let your daughter marry the Barry kid. She is blinded by love and not really thinking it through, especially if she is the one who will hyphenate the last name. That's true. Oh my god. Well, it's funny because Cookie grew up. This is funny because Cookie grew up with a boy who his family, he's from the Case family, and they named him Justin. It's like, who does that to a child? That's cruel. That guy's going to get jokes for the rest of his existence. Probably from me. Anyway, Colleen says, but I am the Dark Missus and therefore allowed to do or say anything. She's got you there. She's got you there. It's true, Trevor. And Michaela acknowledges Trevor with her mocking laughter. Daryl Shaw, good to see you, Daryl. Hope you're doing well this morning. Daryl, any news? Will there be a potential Salem Comic and Toy Expo later this year? Who knows? I was just thinking about that the other day. Brian Robbins says, oh man, I miss the comic book shop experience. As soon as I get my vaccine and my doctor says I can be introduced back into the wild, my local shop is one of the first places I'm going. Here in Louisville, we are very blessed and have about 7 shops. So proud of my city for that. Yeah, and we've got 3. There's 2 in Lafayette and 1 in West Lafayette, so we're pretty well covered too. excuse me, which is kind of funny because back in Champaign, which has Champaign, Illinois, last I heard that was one. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything. But and it was, it was actually hard to get to, and parking was scarce. But the one, and of course, Blue Moon Comics. Got to give a shout out to my peeps at Blue Moon, where I'll either be going today or tomorrow, and because they take good care of me. They take good care of me, and they put up with my nonsense. But yeah, the comic book shop is a great place to meet new people with a shared interest, and it's a lot of fun. And Amy Hale says, I was attacked by a vegetable last night. It tried to choke me to death. I can barely talk this morning as my throat hurts so bad. Donuts have never betrayed me this way. Well, who was the offending vegetable? Gosh, and don't say things about getting stuck in your throat around Christian and me. That could lend to, is that if you were trying some sort of new hiccup cure, I don't recommend it. But yeah, donuts are your friends. Donuts have nothing but love for you. You know what I'm saying? I will not betray the love of my donuts. So anyway, Willow Skylar says, Amy, I hope you get better, even as she mocks you with her laughter. Jason Snyder says, I will get with her this evening. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. Okay, Jason, thank you so much, brother. You will love Donna, Carlene, and you will love Carl Witzman. They have grown to be very good, dear friends of ours. And if you can and I'm going to put a word in your ear, if you can put us writers in a close to each other, that would be awesome. And Jason's like, geez, Brian gets in for free and he's making demands. What a jerk. Anyway, Amy Hale, do you want me to count all the innuendos, says Legend of the Traveling TARDIS? Well, between me and Christian, I'm sure we'll catch them all. And Amy, I'm glad you're okay, but dang, yeah, same here. Yeah, they keep saying vegetables are good for you, but Amy is living proof that it's a lie, a pernicious lie. Holy cats. I've never heard of a donut attacking anyone or a Snickers bar. Huh? Snickers bars are your friends, all right? And this is true. Carlene, you and the Dark Pope have dispensations. And John B. Pica says, didn't know you were in Elville. We did a back of the cereal box road trip to Louisville, one of my favorite towns. Yeah, and I like Louisville too. And I will be in Louisville, and Brian Rodman knows this, for the Imaginarium. And I know John B. Pica will be there. And that's July 9th, 10th, and 11th at the Holiday Inn Louisville East at 1325 South Hurstbourne Parkway in Louisville, Kentucky. Looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. And with any luck, keep your fingers crossed, friends. The Incredible Cookie will be with me. That will be great. 3-day book party. And my author friends, they still have tables available. So if you have an interest, contact me via Facebook Messenger, and I'll give you the skinny on who to talk to and drop my name. And I went to an archaeology party recently, says Joe Dog McKeel, where they were only looking for remains of a lower leg. It was a shindig. Oh my God, Joe, that's funny. Oh God, I love that. I got to tell Cookie, that's great. And Rick Bradley says, good morning, Nevermore. It's good morning to you, Rick. Welcome to the Folderol. Glad you are here and a part of it. Amy Hale says, laughs at Christian, as well as she should. I assume someone would start the innuendo right after that. Might as well be you. I know. But you gave us such a target-rich environment. That's what it was. And Will Schuyler says, veggies are evil. I recommend an all-meat diet. That's right. Remember, cows are our first line of defense against evil grass. Remember that, people. And so we gotta support them. And Rajan, thank you very much, Brian Rodman. There is that address for the Rajan channel, a brand new channel by Meredith Logren and Nita Lanning. I don't know what they've got going, but whatever it is, it's going to be good. Meredith, if you love her broadcasts on the Geek Insider Network, you will love what she's doing there. I am sure. I'm going to check it out later today. And Nita, I've just recently become friends with her, but she has got a wonderful dark sense of humor that is not just entertaining, it is beguiling. You know what I'm saying? So we got to check that out. We got to support our own. And Bill Sargent says, if you haven't figured it out, I'm the faceless Facebook user. Hopefully I fixed StreamYard's wonkiness. No, I actually, Bill, I think I heard, in fact, Joe Dog can probably correct me, but I think I heard on the StreamYard channel on YouTube that's a Facebook thing, and it's some sort of security thing, but I don't understand that since you're on all the time, I'm all the time on all the time, and I haven't experienced it elsewhere. So I think it's a Facebook glitch. So, but anyway, I'm glad you guys straightened out, Bill, because I love saying hello to you. I really do, and I don't want somebody else credited with your good works. And Angie Duda says, just so you know, not only is Grant Lankard a talented comic book artist, writer, but also a fantastic chef. And yes, it sounds like you're lucky, Angie, and he's fortunate to have you too. I'm sure he knows that. And the Historical Fencing Guild, which you ought to sign up for at YouTube, says Willow Skylar is brought to you by Arby's. We got the meats. That's right. Oh my gosh, I love you people. Bill Sartin, love the vintage commercials you posted this morning, but the one made me cringe, and you know which one. Give me a clue, John. I gotta know. And John B. Pike says, Brian Rodman, yep, been here all my life. I absolutely love living here. Super art-friendly and supportive. I just wish our convention center would figure out how to keep a Comic-Con here. Ugh. Yeah, I hear that too. That for some reason, Louisville is not 100% supportive of comics. I don't know why. And I know there's some comic creators in that vicinity because a couple of them show up to Imaginarium. Which, Brian Rodman, if you're feeling up to it, I would recommend you go to Imaginarium. If nothing else, great, and I know we've talked about it, but I'm talking about after this year, perhaps. It might not be a bad place for you to go and do some networking, for instance, especially, for illustration and stuff or writing for other people, which I know you're busy with your own work, and God, I'm looking forward to the nebulizer so much. It's going to be so cool. But yeah, it'll be a good time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there this year. I really am, man. Brian, we got to get together, and that my wife can see I hang out with cool people. And she knows that already. I'm the most uncool one of the group. And from the desk of a small press publisher, morning all, great, clever title pending. Glenn is a great guest. Yes, he is. And Jody McPhee, please sign up from the desk of a small press publisher. Please sign up for that channel. Great show. Thank you. And I'm still glowing from when we had our show together. Looking forward to you coming on to Clever Title Pending soon, and not soon enough. But anyway, from the desk of a small press publisher, please go to that YouTube channel and give it a like and subscribe to that channel, would you please, folks? Let's get this great man over 100 subs, all right? Because then he gets some perks from YouTube for it, and we want to lift up our friends on our YouTube channels and on Facebook. So anyway, yeah, I had a great time last night too. And you see, half the fun of doing that show is me learning about the other guests, because a lot of times we've only exchanged like Facebook stuff, but like with you and me, I never knew your passion for She-Hulk until we talked. And I'm so gratified and love that cover drawing. Love that cover drawing from this morning. That was great. I saw it this morning. And I saw it and I got it. But anyway, I get to learn about some really crazy creative people who, I absolutely adore. I'm blessed to have you as my friends. And we're gonna do some stuff. We are. And we've got some other people coming in. I'll be talking to today. We've got all kinds of stuff going for Clever Title Pending, and I'm glad everyone's liking it. I really am. I will say it as far as viewership, bless you, honey. Bless you. Okay, poor honey. But anyway, my honey coughed. Ooh, my honey loves me. My honey loves me. You know what that means, people. And probably what it means is that she wanted coffee, and so I get the benefits of it, right? Oh, you wonderful. Ooh, that is special. Oh, I love you. Sexy, honey. She just made me pumpkin spice coffee. Here's a tip, folks. And Willow, I know that your business relies on that seasonal thing, but if you love pumpkin spice coffee, there's this stuff you can buy at the store, and you mix like say for a pot of coffee, like maybe a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, then mix it in with the grounds thoroughly, or else you may get overflow. But if you want pumpkin spice coffee, there's this stuff you can buy at the supermarkets called pumpkin spice. It comes in a jar. You can make pumpkin pie with it, and you just put a little bit in your grounds, and you have pumpkin spice all year round. Ah, fresh, hot, just like my honey. Anyway, So anyway, follow me for more cooking advice. Anyway, Guthrie says live this Friday on Independent Wrestling TV, IWTV.live, a doubleheader wrestling show presented by Action Wrestling. See such megastar pro wrestlers as Anthony Henry, Number One, Jay Newman, Graham Bell, AC Mack, and more in an exciting 2-part event. Don't have IWTV? Get a free 5-day trial with promo code ACTION. And cards subject to change. Hashtag Action IWTV. Oh, cool. Kyle, thank you for sharing that, man. Kyle, again, when you have announcements like that, I sincerely want you to go to the Rising Tide Publications page and share it. All right. I insist. All right. And Brian Rodman, well, Imaginarium in July. See, John, I told, yeah. The thing is, I don't think I'm revealing anything. Brian Rodman is properly concerned about the My Sharona Miley Cyrus, as are we all, and should be. And so, and it's not you, John. It's everyone else who may not be as smart. So anyway, and Brian Rodman and I graduated from EKU. All my family is from that area, and I'm looking for Mad Libs. There we go. Oh, we got something going here now. Head over to John B. Pike and work with this guy, please. But no, Brian Rodman is properly concerned about the My Sharona Miley Cyrus, as we should be, and doesn't want to take a chance. And I understand that. I really do. And Imaginarium could be could be a spreader place. With luck, we will be a spreader event. But shut up, Christian. But the thing is, Brian will probably be by, but he just won't be setting up. But the year after, maybe, once we get a little bit of a herd immunity going, which could happen. So Brian Rodman says, John B. Pica, true, and I may actually be a guest there virtually, but for the last few years, we had huge shows like SuperCon and GalaxyCon, and the convention center ran them off because they refused to work with them on price and date and time. Our convention center is known for these types of things under their latest leadership. It's very frustrating. Yeah, and, it's like, I have to wonder, because I have seen some venues where they're like, yeah, we'd love to have a comic book convention. Because I used to promote a few shows in the Danville, Illinois area and Champaign. And sometimes the venue would be like, yeah, we'd love to have you in here. Yeah, we'd love to have you around our facility. Wait a minute. Who are these freaks walking through our lobby? What the hell's going on? There's so many of them. Oh, no. And then you get downstairs and said, well, I'd like to book the next event. And suddenly they say, well, we'll let you do it, but we're going to triple the price on you. And then it's like, well, I guess we can't do business. So, it could be a case of that they want the money, but they don't want the collateral that comes with it. Oh my God, that's good. And anyway, so yeah, it is frustrating, Brian. It really is. And someplace the size of Louisville, holy cats, why is there not a presence there? I remember I used to go to Indianapolis. They had a flea market there, and I think they still do, but they had a flea market, and once a month a comic dealer from a shop called The Great Escape used to come up, and through them I completed my Fantastic Four collection. I was so grateful. And I've since sold it, but that's fine. But I had a complete set of Fantastic Four, volume 1 at one time. That's eternal bragging rights. And Heather Ellen, good morning, all. Mwah, darling, good morning to you. Heather Ellen is a proud part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please check out sites like Comics and More New Jersey and other wonderful places, and check out Heather's great show Sunday nights at 10 o'clock. And it's kind of funny. I look at my video listings on my personal Facebook page, and Heather is now most of the top row when you first get there. That's not a bad thing, Heather. We love you, Heather, and love working with you. And looking forward to great things. And I'm going to be tightening up some of my links today. That's on my list of things to do. And Bill cleared his cookies. That's why they forget you. Okay, Joe Dog McKeel. That makes perfect sense. So, I'm big for cookies. In fact, I think you should eat your cookie every day. So, yes, indeed. But anyway, back in the series, and And this Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Okay, I've been getting that time wrong, John. I apologize. Our special guest will be pinup model, author, podcaster, Rosemarie Macario. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. She'll definitely get your engine running early in the AM. Vroom, vroom. Anyway, she's a beautiful lady. I've seen her at Imaginarium, and seems like a wonderful lady. Looking forward to that. I will have to check that out. It'll be part of my morning agenda on Saturday. And we just had another comment dump. Boy, did someone take a comment dump on us. But anyway, check out Back in the Cereal Box, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. And I'll try to get that right from now on, John. I apologize for my timing on that. And Grant Lankard, yes, and Angie is not only a good promoter, she is pretty cute. I would say so, Grant. Good for you both. I love having the lovebirds here. And what 3 books did George take with him to the future to start a new world, says Joe Dog McKeel? I can't wait for the answer to that. And John B. Pica and my cosplay group webcomic series, The League of Impossibilists, are at Impossibilists, www.impossibilists.com. Also, do not forget their Patreon page, too. It's a great page. John is putting out some great comic work there. Heather Allen says, I'll be live on Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Chat comics, Kickstarters, indies, and what other trouble we get into. Stop by and say hi. Well, I know the door is always open wide for me. But anyway, and all of the Nevermorians. So please check out Heather's great show. It's a fantastic way to end the week, because I see myself as kind of like, okay, I'm the fresh hot coffee enema that you need to get your week started. We'll get you through the hump. We'll get you prepped for the weekend. And then Heather kind of very laid back kind of eases you into the rest of the night. And I love that. And we love Heather. I love you. I seriously do. And I'm so grateful that you're a part of my life and my business. And she is a proud part, or at least a happy part, I hope, of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please check out our great shows on Facebook. Updated the list last night. And Eric Hawkins, for all you Coke drinkers out there, I had a very corroded battery connector on my car yesterday. Dunked it in Coke for 10 minutes, came out shinier than a new penny. Coke ate away all the corrosion. Yeah, seriously. A lot of people have been using Coca-Cola for decades. I shouldn't say Coke. There are other permutations of that. But yeah, Coca-Cola has been a good rust remover for many years. And imagine that thing sliding through your gastrointestinal system next time you feel the need for refreshment. And YouTube won't share links as nicely as Facebook, so multi-posting it is. And there is that DeviantArt link for Nick Tockert. And Nick, we love you, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're part of the network. And Rick Bradley, which is why my tummy is corrosion free, Eric. Yeah, mine shines like a new penny. Now we know why. And Joe Dog McKeel says, I heard the NSA tracks all electronic communications. They alert on words like explosive and airline in the same transmission. So now that you're watching this, you guys needed a little giggle. Well, it's like I do all kinds of weird research for my stories, Joe Dog. And I keep telling people my NSA agent drinks now because of me, and he drinks heavily, and he cries at his desk. He's afraid to leave. But actually, I learned there was a great interview with Edward Snowden from probably about 3 years ago or so with John Oliver on Last Week Tonight, and he gave a very, very excellent explanation about who is in charge of spying on the citizenry, basically. And there's like 7 different organizations, of which the NSA is one of them. But and also the Department of Homeland Security and all, but they don't have total vigilance right to be vigilant over. They don't have omniscient rights to spy on not just potential terror from overseas, but also people inside our borders who might be collaborating or creating their own agenda. But the thing is, all 7 talk to each other. So between all 7, we're covered. So yeah, I've started putting in research, the word research. And, it's probably a good thing I promote as much as I do, because they're like, oh, he's working on building a nuclear bomb. Okay, it's Brian. Hey, why are you drinking? Hey, not on the job, pal. Anyway, Johnny Pica says, I've been to a few cons there in the past. Back in my time hosting Tales from the Geek on Comics Price Guide, we were promo sponsors with Wizard World, so we were at every wizard in the region. Very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. And Brian Robbins says, in 2 weeks, February 26, 21, the latest issues of Memoirs of an Angel will launch on Kickstarter. And folks, it is action-packed. An epic battle where angels are trying to enter the mind of a demon-possessed boy, while two exorcists in the physical realm go toe-to-toe with the possessed boy himself. Need I say more? Head on over to patreon.com/Brian Rodman for a free glimpse of the latest pages line art. Yeah, that's been beautiful, Brian. Seriously, I am so excited. And we are going to have Brian Rodman on to talk about his project on March 9th. And the week before that, we have probably the lamest guest we're ever going to have on Clever Title Pending. I swear to God. March 2nd episode is going to be good. The interviewer will be great, but the guest is going to be horrible. I'm going to leave it at there. And Nick, that's some great work there. Yeah, seriously. And the thing is, on his Patreon page, Nick did illustrations of his Patreon supporters, and I've got mine. I've got to download that and put that into the rotation here. And Brian Rodman says, for those who don't know, Memoirs of an Angel is a horror fantasy comic book series about a ragtag group of infinite and finite beings who race through the time and space to rescue a broken witch hunter from the clutches of the Dark Kingdom. It's Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist. Join the adventures on Kickstarter this month and at brianrodman.com. Definitely check that out, and definitely go to Patreon and give Brian Rodman some love. And Lee Reese, good to see you, man. Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning so far, and hope the day gets even better. Good morning, Brian, and good morning, all. Glad to see you here today. We're glad to see you here, Lee, too, from Facebook. Please check out his comic Delirious Tremens. I'm well acquainted with that. On Facebook at the attached link, coming soon. Definitely, Lee, keep us posted on that. Let's pimp that out, okay? You got a forum here for that. And John B. Pica says, Brian Rodman sounds like a great concept. Sounds great for a Legion of Impossibilist crossovers. Oh, yeah. And New Line has hired a director for a new adaptation of The Wizard of Oz based on the book, of which the director says she knows nothing about the books. What the hell? Oh, Eric, that is... Oh, my God. I think I threw up. I need some coffee. Some Crown Royal in it. Oh my God, that's horrifying. That is dreadful. I mean, if I were a director, I would never have made that admission. What? Are they just trying to ruin the potential sale? I know nothing about Oz, but I'm going full steam ahead. Hopefully they'll do some research, for the love of God. That's horrifying. Let's talk about more things, better things, like, yes, no one puts Brian in a box. That's right. I exist to kick down the walls of that box. And Eric Hawkins, comic book show. We got to brainstorm a good name between all of us. We really do. And unless it's a phone box, that's true. I'm very fond of phone boxes, particularly blue ones that are bigger on the inside, Angie. And subscribe to our YouTube and hit that notification bell. Go to YouTube and look for Amy Hale there. Seriously. And she started her brand new season of Creative as Hale. That is a fantastic show. And I don't say that just because I was on it. Seriously. Amy is a great interviewer. John, I love that man to death. And have the pictures to prove it. Actually, one of the pictures starts out the show. So, me paying for pizza. Yeah, that was it. Pizza. Anyway, but John's like, Brian, stop talking. Anyway, Amy Hale not only is an amazing author, but she is also a wonderful person, a great publisher, and she is a great interviewer. So please check out Creative as Hale every other Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. You will love it. And speaking of people we love, there's author Kathy Jackson, who has got a brand new book coming out. We will say the name, Ms. Yurazan, book 1 from 7 Star Press. I'm so excited for you. I really am. And we'll have some more news about the release of that soon. And I hope you're having a great day. Good morning, everyone. We are, and you are helping make it that way, Kathy. I love you. Glad we were able to help you just a little bit yesterday. And back in the stereo boxes, when we get cons going again, we'll also be bringing No Fan Left Behind, Seeking Correspondence. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds like way cool stuff. And you were most welcome, Brian, says Glenn B. Fleming. Thank you, brother. Thanks for the kind words. Chris Eccleston, who's he? He was on Cracker. I don't know that he went anywhere. I think he had a small role in one of the Thor movies, but other than that, I don't know anything he's done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but I don't watch TV. Anyway, Nick Talker, sounds, I can't tell you what is coming from Terraform Comics yet. I am not allowed to let slip the coming RPG news. Follow Luke Stone Studios and Luke Stone, and don't bother him about because it isn't just comics. I know the secret. Hey, yeah, Nick, if there's more playtesting to be done, you know where you can find me, brother. Seriously. And with any luck, I'll be able to, maybe I can even come out and be there with you. That'd be fun. And sex, what is that? That's a thing other people have, John. And Skunk Rocker says, I pretty much come to the conclusion that if I like any music, Brian, you like it too. I'm coming to the same thing, Skunk, and you don't know how relieved I am. Yeah, it's like I've mentioned some of these groups that you'd think I'm not the demographic for it, but I am. But then again, the people I grew up listening to on the radio are now in their 60s, 70s, and early 80s. Sounds like a play format, too. It sounds like one of the stations I listen to here in town. But yeah, I've always had a diverse fondness for diverse music. I grew up in a household where about the only thing we didn't have was opera. But my mom liked show tunes, like popular music. And I, of course, would listen, on the radio, and rock and roll stations were just starting to come in when I wasn't even in school yet. And many radio stations were starting to play rock and roll, except in our area in Danville. We didn't have much rock and roll at the time. It was all pretty much Andy Williams and Frank Sinatra, which I grew up enjoying. I love the voice of Frankie Lane. Oh my God, what an incredible voice. Frankie Lane did the theme song to Blazing Saddles. If you've ever heard him sing Mariah, oh my God, it will make you hurt. It is so beautiful. But anyway, but then I got into rock and roll, and through that, I got into the Monkees. Through the Monkees, I discovered Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, and that really expanded my musical taste. And plus, I was growing up listening to early Motown, which I still love. OMG. Yeah, I saw Mary Wilson of the Supremes. One of the founding members of the Supremes passed away 2 days ago. How sad. What a great talent. And from what I've heard, I have heard her voice. I actually like her voice better than Diana Ross's. But yeah, she had a super voice, a great career. So, but yeah, Skunk, you and I share musical tastes, and I'm glad for it. It makes me happy. I'm glad I have somebody to talk to about these things. And we're approaching the completion of issue 1, which will end up being a 34 story pages. That's awesome. League of Impossibilists on YouTube. You should sign up for his channel. That is great. Fantastic. Dude, are you going to crowdfund it, or are you just going to put it out, or what have you? Oh, and Stephen Dallas Rodman, top of the morning, Holmes. Well, sir, it's a pleasure to have you here on this fine morning, sir. Anyway, Stephen Dallas Rodman, it's good to see you, brother. I was thinking about you the other day. Hope all is well with you and yours. Hope you're having surviving this Arctic snap that we're getting again. Anyway, man, Stephen is a great entertainer, great singer and performer. Please check out the work of Stephen Dallas Rodman. Do a search for him on Google, or if Stephen wants to put in his links, he is more than welcome to. We are glad to. And League of Impossibles will be at non-con as the Legion of Impossibles and Back of the Cereal Box. Very cool. Dude, you could tape some great, you might want to tape some interviews this time around rather than trying to go live, because we know what happened last time. All the spooks and specters were preventing it. That's what it was. And I'm getting a theory about electromagnetic energy. And you can make a case that they're the ones who are messing with you, man. So we can't take chances, but no, that sounds like fun. And Heather Allen says, enjoy relaxing and listening to a few short stories or poems. Subscribe to her new channel, Twisted Angel. Yes, Twisted Angel is so good. And I was listening to the one about dick pics the other day and love that. I gotta make. I'm keeping my list here until it becomes part of my jive. My jive. I'm keeping a list of all of our shows at the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please check it out. We've got a page on Facebook. Please check it out for a listing of our shows. And we are also supportive of our brethren in broadcasting, like Meredith Logren and Geek Insider and John B. Pica and the Hanging with Web Show Network, because we're all in this together and we can help each other rise. We really can. It's not about us. It's about all of us. Brian Rodman says, tip your captain, my friends. Head on over to patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and save him from the street corner. Thank you. It's cold out there. Let's be honest. He enjoys the corner. Oh, yeah, a little. But support him anyway so you can go along for the ride. So if you want to ride Brian K. Morris, one, you've got to be at least this tall. And two, please go to my Patreon page. Thank you, Brian Rodman. And check out Brian Rodman's Patreon page, too. It is festooned with his amazing art and wonderfulness. And John B. Pike, the Storyteller on YouTube. Sign up for that one, too. And Fluffy Rain for Nashville, Tennessee tonight. And again next Wednesday through Friday. Yeah, we're expecting another... I think it's going to be a little more than a dusting. I think tomorrow or late tonight. I hope it's... Let's check the weather. And everybody's going, geez, not your weather again. Yeah, tonight we are looking at snow starting like right now. Crap. And about an inch and a half before midnight, it looks like. A light dusting possibly tomorrow. And then let's see what the weekend looks like. Temperatures are still going to be in the teens, upper teens, ick. A little bit in the 20s through Friday. And then they're guessing some more for Saturday. And that's as far as the National Weather Service will let me go. And we're going to be back in negative temperatures again on Monday morning. Sorry to see that. Ick. But it'll be positive by the time Cookie goes to work. That's good. And a little bit of snow Monday night and Tuesday morning. I am nauseous at the thought of it. Anyway, that's the weather forecast for Lafayette, Indiana. Stay tuned for more updates. Anyway, yeah. Ick. John, stay safe out there, brother. Stay safe. And Rick Bradley says, patients last night that came through and one of my calls was screws. I can look and I can imagine their childhood. Yeah. Oh, man. Somebody in their ancestry was not happy with them. And one can only imagine my typing is good. Yeah, it better be for a name like that. And Jessica Johnson, mwah, good morning, everyone. Good morning to Jessica. And remember, July, I know she's probably written it down already because I'm behind. But in July, yes, July 17th at the Perry Park Convention Center, 800 City Park Drive in Perryville, Missouri. Heroes for Kids Con will be happening, and I'm so excited. And Nashville only has 3 shops, and 2 of them suck. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, we've got 3. One I'm just not fond of because the lighting is so bad. Blue Moon is amazing. I love Blue Moon. And then there's one in Campus Town in West Lafayette called Vaughn's. It's exceptional. They don't stock everything I would buy. But they have sales every now and then that make me very happy. And yeah, Fluffy Rain, says Trevor Hawkins, way to work around the censors. Yeah. And Facebook has a link for Heroes for Kids out of Perryville, Missouri. It's a group of great cosplayers using their superpowers to benefit the kids in the community. So please check them out. I love them all. And they will bring people to your con. So hire them out, please. And Brian Rodman says, having a bad hair day. Yeah, really. Just can't seem to tame that wild cowlick. Consider Gorilla Glue. It provides hold until death. Get your own bottle today at CKOEPP.com. And if she's out of Gorilla Glue, then sign up for her newsletter and buy a book while you're there. It may come with a free bottle. There we go. Yeah, I've been following that link. There is a story. I don't know how to say this sympathetically. A young woman, I should say, had a hairdo and she wanted to, lacquer it down. And there's commercial products that allow you to lacquer it down and still wash your hair, etc. Well, for whatever reason, she picked up a bottle of Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue is waterproof. Gorilla Glue can only be removed with acetone. Okay, and you don't want that stuff on your skin. It's very harmful. But anyway, she ran this through her hair, and her hair doesn't move now one damn bit. Um, and she actually went to the hospital, and actually the Gorilla Glue Corporation found out and reached out to her to try to help. And they're like, "You don't put it on your hair. It's stupid." But she was stupid, and there are pictures of her at the hospital trying to get that crap out of her hair, and it's not working. And they were using like isopropyl alcohol, which the Gorilla Glue people said might help. Isopropyl alcohol and purified water, totally germ-free, mineral-free, etc. And it wasn't working. And now she's talking about suing Gorilla Glue because it didn't put on there that you shouldn't put it in your hair. And that's where I lose all sympathy for her, and we're probably lucky that she had some Visine around. Otherwise, her damn eyelids would probably be arc welded shut. But anyway, Carly, thanks, Jason. Excellent. Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Jason. Hope you two get together this afternoon. Rick Bradley says, Amy, you need to chew your food. Hashtag life hacks. Well, now you tell us, Rick. Where were you when we needed you? And Willow Schuyler says, that's it. I'm opening up a coffee comic shop. Uniforms have to be nerd-related outfits. Cosplay is greatly encouraged. There you go. Darling, I would be so there. Seriously. I'll be your barista. But yeah, that's the thing with comics being as they are. I can see some comic places, and I've heard of some that do that. And it's not like a lending library, but they allow people to, like you used to be able to pre-pandemic, at Barnes & Noble. You could sit down and enjoy a cup while looking at a book or reading a magazine. Or, have display copies that people can maul. And if they want a copy for themselves, they can go to the counter or whatever and get a mint copy. But also sell coffee, too. And I think it'd be a great environment. And a great, have place for board games and role-playing games, and just make it a community center. Make it a center for our community. Willow, I think you're onto something, seriously. And Cindy would be proud of you, Joe Dog, and I am too, seriously. And Ariana Archeri, poet and artist, is here from YouTube. Glad to see you. Just stopping by to say hello. Been busy working both inside and outside the home. Hope all is well. We are awesome, Ariana, and I hope you and Josh are doing the same. Happy post-birthday to the birthday boy. Hope all is well. Love you, hun. And check out Cherry House Press on Amazon. Great stuff, especially Dreamscapes. I'm particularly fond of that book. And Heroes for Kids Con, says Jessica Johnson, is scheduled for July 17th, 2021 in Perryville, Missouri, the gateway to Chester, Illinois. Proceeds to benefit the Missouri National Veterans Memorial and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Some of the awesome people that will be there include Matthew Ashley, John Anderson, Philo Barnhart, Charles D. Moisan, Brian K. Morris, Kathy Jackson, Morgan Strophen, who will be on my show on Clever Tile Pending in a few weeks. Morgan Strophen-Connick, Brianna Hornicker, Christopher Pence of Pence Production, who, if you see my picture in my avatar, Chris took that picture. It's beautiful. D&D Gaming, Lacey Lemke, yes, my girl will be there, and many, many more. Hope to see everyone there. And if tables are still available, contact Jessica Johnson and see if you can't score a table there. And part of your table fee will be made part of that contribution to the National Veterans Memorial and to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And we are going to have a party there. It will be fun. Willow Schuyler says, welcome here, Ariana. Hope your day is going good. Yeah, definitely. And there is the Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. Check out that page on Facebook. You will be overjoyed. And definitely check out the Heroes for Kids Con. It's going to be we had a great time at the first one. I expect this one will be bigger and better than ever. And hello, Willow. My day is going good so far, trying to stay warm. Good luck with that, Ariana. That's going to be quite a task for all of us. And I'm also working on a new collection of poems. Good. It will feature both my art and poetry. I know in the title it will mention something about mind mutterings. Oh, I love that title. That is fantastic. And Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt. Good morning, industry. Good to see you, Pops. Looking forward to the next CromCon. Got to check out the CromCon Europe. that looks like fun. And thank you for showing up at the show last night with Glenn B. Fleming. It was so cool to have you there, Pops. You are a treat. And Brian Robin says, Louisville itself is a very supportive comic book community. It's just the convention center has a history of being difficult with Comic Con folks. They don't seem to take it seriously, which makes no sense, especially right now when comics are so mainstream. Seriously, we are. We are part of the mainstream. We're no longer the lunatic fringe. Well, we have the lunatic fringe like every other group, but we're so mainstream now. I would think they would want us there, but no. And I have noticed that I love the vibe in Louisville. It is very art centric, and I also love like Lafayette, Indiana, for the same reason, and also Cedar Rapids, Iowa. There is such a great art vibe there. It's really astounding, and I'm always looking for an excuse to get back to Cedar Rapids. It's a great town. And the Historical Fencing Guild welcomes Pops Van Sant, and more coffee required for both of us, Pops. Doing my part. And has anyone seen Steve? Steve is doing hair design with Gorilla Glue this morning, so I think he's busy, but thank you for explaining it to me last night. That's funny. And Brian's over here sipping the special coffee, says Brian Rodman. The rest of the show will be extra chill with a side of munchies. Yeah, probably so. God, yeah, not that this is addictive or anything. But it does taste better in this cup. I'm telling you, go to our Teespring shop and get yours today. And true fact, says the Skunk Rocker, back before there was an official pumpkin spice coffee, the original pumpkin spice latte was not made with coffee. It was a black chai tea latte with caramel and cinnamon. Ooh, I forgot that. That's great, Skunk. And that's the sort of information you can pick up on Stupid O'Clock, Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Also Saturday nights starting at 11 p.m., the late night adult edition. And also don't forget to stick around for the Stupid After Show following each episode. And I realized with Joe Dog under our Rising Tide Broadcast Network umbrella, we now have 7-day-a-week programming, because the Late Show on Sunday, this is, before Heather said yes, we had 7-day programming, because usually the Stupid After Show's on at 1 a.m. on Sunday. So we had 7-day-a-week broadcast, but now we have we have Heather Ellen. Pardon me, both ladies, I apologize. But Heather Ellen has her Sunday show, and now we are fully 7 days a week invested. And what an addition it is. Heather, we are really grateful you're part of us. We really need you. We love you. Heather's brilliant. You got to talk to her about promotion. She knows her stuff. I'm serious. And that sounds good, Skunk Rocker, says Carleen. And spread the love, says Pops Van Sant. I'm all for that. I got plenty to give, and I'm ready to share. Historical Fencing Guild says, I found my first novel, the one I wrote in college, the one that needs so much polish. So fix and publish or burn and sacrifice. I would say fix and polish if there's anything redeemable, unlike my first college novel. But the thing is, I didn't burn mine because I thought mine was such a stinking pile of crap that I would probably have to file an environmental impact statement through the EPA. So shred it at least, and then burn the shredder. My first novel that I wrote in college was had no redeeming factors whatsoever. I looked at it later. I saw it again when I moved. I'd hidden it deep into a closet. And I found it when we moved from Illinois to Indiana. And I thought I would rather someone found a sex tape with me and a donkey in Tijuana than to have this piece of crap possibly make its way into the open and ruin my budding career as an author and publisher. So I destroyed it. I just completely destroyed it. I didn't even want to wait to have that thing ignite. It was terrible. It really was. But I'm sure yours has something redeemable in it. And I would encourage you to get it out there. And Johnny Pike, I've written Mad Libs for my class using various stories. Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com. Check out her work. Check out her upcoming comic book series based on her novel Animal Eye, and check out her newsletter. Please sign up. It is great. And good morning to you, Cindy. Thank you for being at the show last night. Love your jokes. I love your jokes. You are awesome. I love the effort that you take to get them to us. And fix and publish. Agree with Pops. Agree with Pops. And Johnny Pica, the storyteller's got to run. Got a conference call about the new ACA open enrollment starting next week. Oh, that's right. They signed that bill, didn't they? Yeah, and God bless the government. They are opening for those those of you who don't read newspapers or watch the news and rely on me to give it to you. God help you for one thing. But yeah, they are. Usually there is open enrollment in November for your healthcare plan, but because of the Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic, the My Sharona Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic, the government is opening up a second window this year that you can change or somehow amend your healthcare plan. So you don't have to wait till November. And the vaccine is rolling out. In fact, I have a chance to get one. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you all posted on that. Brian Rodman says, oh, after this year, you'll see a bearded Brian lurking at a table at Imaginarium for sure. Well, you make sure that Stephen and Holly and Daniel put you real close, if not butt up next to me, okay? I want that. And more fun for all. Thank you, Smashwords, Mind Stuff. Thank you, Cindy Kep. Cindy, we got to, well, of course, we do mention CKOEPB.com every now and then. And please check out the work of Cindy Kep. And also on Amazon, too. I'm there, too. This is awesome. I'm excited. I'm everywhere. But here's the one I really want you to get their books.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
She's not our sponsor, but we love her just the same. Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com. Please sign up for that great monthly newsletter. It should be coming out in about 15 days from now. You will want it. Honestly, it's a great read. And let's catch up. And Joe Dog McKeel about the situation in Louisville. And not wanting conventions there. They want the money, then they see how many show up and leave with armloads. Then they want more of the cut. Yeah, that's the way it works. That's why you see mall shops, for instance. Not many people know this, I don't think. But like even the kiosks that you see at your local mall, the stores have to kick back a percentage of their sales over a certain level to the mall itself. It's kind of like, they saw the mafia doing it and thought, well, we want a piece of that action. Anyway, Brian Rodman says we were going to do Imaginarium for the last couple of years, but had scheduling conflicts with Lexington Comic and Toy Con, which is our favorite show. Well, cool. Well, I understand that. And I had an interesting conflict about 2 years ago. I actually had signed up for 3 conventions on the same weekend. I don't know how to this day. I just really effed up on that. But I had to cancel one. And what happened was I went Friday to Imaginarium, and then Saturday I was at Kokomo for the Kokomo Con there, and then I went back on Sunday for Imaginarium that day. I didn't set up that year. I was just doing panels, but I love supporting those guys at Imaginarium and 7 Star Press. Great group of people. I feel like family down there. It really is great. And they think you are making all the money, says Joe Dog McKeel. Yeah, that's it. It's pure greed. It's got to be pure greed. And I can't see that like comic fans would do any more destruction to, say, the bathroom plumbing or the overall decor of the building than, say, a sports outing. Those people are nuts, okay? And Cindy Kemp says, wolves! Where? Oh, Amanda Tockert. So it's a Koi Wolf. So it's a great book, and I know I want that. Definitely check out the work of Amanda Tockert on Amazon. Also, her husband, Nicholas Tockert, because he's awesome. And yeah, Pops arrived. The comments picked up. Yeah, Pops, we're going to have to have a word with you about that. Cookie will never get fed this way. We love you, Pops. You know that. And Cindy kept swords. Simply from Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Also check out the Simple Sword, and also please on Amazon check out Big Stompy Robots. Great game. And don't worry, Brian, when I get home tonight, I'm going to get the official press release from Action Wrestling CEO Matt Griffin and post it on the Rising Tide Publications page for everyone to see. Please do, Skunk. Appreciate that. I want to help you guys. I really do, because you're awesome. And Cindy Camp Dastardly Dingoes are here. Where? All right. Oh, they're on the interwebs. Check out that address on YouTube. And please like, share, and subscribe. That helps a lot. And helping a lot is Pop's increasing our viewership on YouTube. And imagine what Coke does to your stomach lining. It reminds me that I have an ulcer. That's what it does, but I drink it anyway. And Coke can eat away all your corrosion. Sounds like a new diet plan. Maybe that's why my cholesterol's going down. It's destroying it. And I'm so very happy to be part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Hashtag Rising Tide. Heather, we are proud to have you. You are a godsend. You're a joy, and you're brilliant. You seriously are brilliant. And Cindy Kep says, it's not just an illusion. Check out John Pica's work on Amazon, too. And Comics Pops Van Zandt. Thanks, Joe Dog. It isn't like I needed help to get noticed by the NSA. Yeah, they're probably considering this outing here a little target-rich, too. And Cindy Kep also has, have you seen Amy Hale? You should. She's not only clever as Hale, she's got one hail of a great selection of books. Please check them out on Amazon. Cindy Kep also talks about Michaela Jade. Got a couple of those Warriors secret type books out there. You got to check out her work. Plus, please subscribe to Michaela's brand new YouTube channel. She could use some love. And speaking of people I love, there's Jen Thompson of the Indie Author Book Expo. Mwah! Did you tell everyone you're coming to Peoria to party with Indie Author Book Expo? I mention it every chance I get, especially when somebody sets me up like that. May 29th. At the Peoria Civic Center downtown, easy to get to, lots of parking at 201 Southwest Jefferson Avenue, Peoria, Illinois, 61602. Yes, and Jen Thompson, please check out with Jen Thompson. She's got a series of shows that she's putting on throughout the Midwest, and they are incredible. And it's a great atmosphere. I love Jen. Jen, thank you for sharing our message. Mwah, we love you so much. And what we can do to help you rise, we will do it, Jen. Jen is an angel. She really is, and she's been so helpful and so loving. We love Jen. So please sign up for Indie Author Book Expo. The one in Peoria is also going to have Carl Witzman, Donna, Carly, Carlene, Michaela Jade, Kathy Jackson. I can't remember. Amy Hale. I think you're there too. I hope you are. And all kinds of other cool people. Please check it out. Check out the Indie Author IABE page on Facebook and give that a like today. And Patreon, says Cindy Kep, a whole bunch of Nevermorians. Join there for nifty content. Catch up to freelance words. Definitely check out Cindy Kep's Patreon. Please sign up for hers. Patreon is like Kickstarter, but where Kickstarter is one lump sum support, you can support a creator financially for as little as $1 a month. That's $12 a year. People, you probably spend more than that on fast food in a month. I know I do, and I shouldn't. But anyway, please, you can help. You can really, if nothing else, you don't know how much you encourage an artist by even just $1 a month. It's like the best attaboy or attagirl you can get. And of course, I've got one too, full disclosure. And if you support it for $5 a month, you can get peeks at my latest works. We have just posted a brand new chapter of an upcoming book, hopefully be out in later in 2021. And it's good stuff. You can get some really great stuff. If you were up for Brian Rodman's, you'll see previews of his upcoming comic book. Same with John B. Pica and Remelian. Oh my God, the creativity that woman has. We love you, Anna Maria Salvaggio. And just all kinds of good stuff. So check out Patreon and support your favorite Patreon people. And don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, Cindy Kep. And if you want to give me a one-time tip that will go towards the upkeep of this show and of our publications, tips are gratefully and privately acknowledged at paypal.me/rising tide, capital B, capital K, capital M. And any amount is gratefully accepted. And thank you very much. Thanks to you, we have 2 working computers. One is totally dedicated to our broadcasts. And that's been a real huge help. And thank you to everyone who has filled our tip jar. We are sincerely grateful. And hashtag bring cookie home every day, Cindy. I'm working towards it. I'm working like a dog to make it happen. And am I actually out of break? No, Cindy, I'm overruling your tyrannical overlords. You stay with us. Anyway, sad but true. I'll catch up with you all later. In the meantime, check out all of our YouTube pals like Rising Tide, the Historical Fencing Guild, the League of Impossibles, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, Dastardly Dingoes, Amy Hale, Michaela Jade, and others I'm blanking out on the names of. Well, also, Also, Ted Davies Artistry and Stupid O'Clock and Joe McKeel and Amy Hale. Yeah, we got that in Michaela. And Twisted Angel and Comics and More New Jersey from Heather Ellen. Check us out. Thank you, Cindy Kep. Mwah. Hope to talk to you later, and I hope you have a sensational Wednesday. You are such a beacon of light. You really are. And Comics Talk with Pops and Zan, Monday Madness, CromCon, comic-related unboxings, various launchings, and countdowns, all on Comics Talk with Pops Van Zant on YouTube. Check out this man. He is a great encourager of independent comics, and we adore this man. We do. And Rusted Staples, Reading King, Spine Rolls, Spine Splits, Trevor Hawkins. Oh, stop it. And for the BDSM crowd, injury to the eye motif. You know what I'm saying? Eric Hawkins says, dang, how old do you got to be to remember when they first started playing rock and roll on the radio? In my case, 65 as of next month. I have vague memories. I do remember distinctly listening to WLS out of Chicago. They were actually one of the top country and western radio stations up till like 1959, 1960, which meant I was 3 or 4 years old when it happened. But then they switched to rock and roll. And one of their DJs, I think, is still active, Dick Biondi, who had just come from Buffalo, New York to work in Chicago. I think he's still working now. Last I heard he was. He's about 400 years old, but he's still got it. He's still got the voice, man. He's got the chops. He's great. And then in 1989, I believe, WLS switched over to All Talk, which is what it's been ever since. And for the last 10 years, it's been a great big pile of crap. But anyway, I stopped listening to it. But anyway, yeah, you've got to be real old to remember some of the crap I do. I can remember when the USA Network during the day, and Glenn B. Fleming might like this, that was where I first started seeing Coronation Street, the British soap opera. They were running it in the mornings, and in the evening they were running like a lot of professional wrestling, things like that. And what else? Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was like typical daytime broadcasting during the day. Then after 6 o'clock, they got the interesting stuff on. Arts and entertainment was definitely that. A&E ran a lot of, plays and classical music and stuff. Yeah, that's how ancient I am. And Trevor Hawkins says, stress lines, can you tell? I just Googled comic book grading terms for title ideas. That's not a horrible idea. And Joe Dog McKeel, I've listened to preachers. I've listened to fools. I've watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. One person conditioned to rule and control. The media sells it and you live the role. Prophecy? Yeah. Well, and that puts me in mind of a song that I kind of have come to believe desperately from Frank Zappa, from One Size Fits All. See how much I remember Skunk Rocker with oh yes, honey, thank you. Yes, I just got the notice. I'm on borrowed time now. Anyway, I'm gross and perverted. I'm obsessed and deranged. I've existed for years. Very little has changed. I'm a tool of the government and industry too, for I'm destined to rule and regulate you. I may be vile and pernicious, but you can't look away. I make you think I'm delicious with the stuff that I say. I'm the best you can get. Have you guessed me yet? I'm the slime coming out of your TV set. You will obey me where I lead you and eat the garbage that I feed you until the day that I don't need you. Don't call for help. No one will heed you. Your mind is totally controlled. It has been stuffed into my mold, and you will do as you are told until the rights to you are sold. That's right, folks. Don't touch that dial, from Ken Vassey of the first edition. Anyway, that was for you, Skunk Rocker. That's one of my favorite songs. Anyway, yeah, prophecy is right. 1984 was very prophetic, and unfortunately it didn't wait that long to get here. And Stephen Dallas Rodman, my long lost brother. Brian, do you two know each other? That would be so cool. I could imagine you do, because you're both awesome. And Staple Pop subscription fold increase. And the Oz Man says, comics talk. And Jen Thompson, Batman wants to know if you play cribbage. I used to carry a cribbage board with me in high school and college. But I got out of it because nobody else would play. I got into the real world. Nobody played cribbage then. You may have to reteach me the rules, because Jen, if you play, I want to be there. And corner rounding. Damn, I'm working on a new story. I may may have to go to that website for names. And here are all my links in one drop. HoloCon online. Check that out. Great show from last year. Be even better this year. And also Joe McKeel, Stupid O'Clock, and Joe Dog 158, all on YouTube. Please, folks. Joe Dog is a huge member of this community and a very vital part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please, 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 if you've ever enjoyed Stupid O'Clock, Stupid After Show, or Armchair Rocket Science, please check out and please subscribe, like, and share those links if you would, please. And Foxing with Friends. Oh dear, that sounds painful. And gotta run, but I want to call out a few projects before I go. Russell Allen, do that. We are going to go into hyperdrive now on The Conversation. And hello, double posting in case YouTube forgot me, but we don't Ariana our Cherry. Coming by to say hello and hope you are well. I hope you are too. I've been busy working inside and out the house. I have an awesome new bio page that has all my cool stuff on it. Podcasts, poetries, websites, YouTube videos, and all stuff that is wonderful poetry. You can visit there at Ariana the Poet. You must go there. She does great stuff. I love you, Ariana. And Russ Allen, check out Jason Lennox's Lord of the Cosmos at that Kickstarter address. And I had him on my show the other night, and it was a good time. He does a good show. Check out Russell Allen Sunday nights at the Hanging with Web Show Network. Historical Fencing Guild says every time Brian says, "And now the weather," I hear Cecil Baldwin in my mind, and I expect indie creepy music to start. Yeah, that's what we're lacking. And Russell Allen, ZB Zane's project Into the Suck is tearing it up, so go check it out. And Russell Allen continues, and last but not least, Luis Torres has an awesome Mind Meld project that is a must-see at that address there. Check out Kickstarter. Great stuff coming up. And Brian Robin, once again, thank you so much for an amazing start to the day, my friend. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Love you, man. Thank you for all you do in making this world a much better place. Well, you're helping, man. Couldn't do it without you, Nevermorians. Really looking forward to your call later today, my friend. Yeah, look in your, I'll be talking to you via Facebook. With our powers combined, we shall spread the corruption, the joy to the world. Remember, folks, don't wait for this week to be yours. Make it so. That's right. Jean-Luc Picard was right. Make it so. And hashtag feed cookie. On my way, Brian Robin. On my way. Rick Bradley says, but Gorilla Glue does not say to ingest in your eyes or skin. I guess hair is just that strong. Well, one person's is now. It can repel bullets. And Ariana Cherry, since you mentioned it, there's a link to Dreamscape. I'm in there. Molly Daniels, several other Nevermorians are in there. So please check it out. I have a nonfiction piece about why I do not choose to remember my dreams. And if anyone here is a labor lawyer, please be at the next Stupid O'Clock on Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern. I have several questions regarding a letter I received the other day. It's pretty funny. Scott Crocker, I want to see that. And just a little tease as to what's going to be discussed on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it as always. And Jody McPhee from the desk of a small press publisher. I'm thinking of small London town. But anyway, please subscribe to his page and like and share. Brian, I'm going to send you a link to the one shot I mentioned a few days back. Please note it is unedited. Just looking for your opinion on it. Yeah, please. Dr. Tough Love is in the house. All right, man. I'd love to see that. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. And John B. Pica, you have me confused. I guess you'll have to tell me, since Bill's starting. We're pretty much confused all the time here, Bill. You kind of get used to it. Kyle Guthrie, Brian never reminds me. I don't know what you're going to think of this, but bookmark it and keep it in your thoughts. skunkrocker.bandcamp.com/releases. Brian thinks that's awesome. That is cool. And no, not scheduled for that. What is it? Indie Author Book Expo, Peoria, Illinois. At the Peoria Civic Center, a very nice place, and it's downtown, pretty reasonably easy to get to. And Jen Thompson is the lady you need to talk to about it. She's doing a series of shows throughout Illinois and Iowa and further west, and she's a darling, and I love her. And I think you two should get to know each other. I really do. And Pops Van Zandt, Brian rocks old school. That's the best school of all comics talk. Thank you, Pops Van Zandt. Check out his pages on Facebook and on YouTube, and please subscribe. And how old you got to be to remember On TV, pre-cable cable? Oh, my God, yes. And Music Connection and the Financial News Network. They used to run Hawaiian wrestling on Saturday nights. And Carly, Don't Die, Feed Cookie. I'm getting there, darling. Thank you for being here. And Anthem Between Behind and Farewell to Kings by Rush. Listen to that in order. 70s music. Oh, speaking of Rush, I saw Yes's introduction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I have issues with, actually, because of the way it's set up. But it's not like it affects me, though. But they lost their bass player, as you know, Chris Squire, a few years ago to cancer. But so they had Geddy Lee of Rush playing bass on Roundabout, and OMG, that is gorgeous. That is super gorgeous stuff. Anyway, comic talk with Pops and Zen. I played cribbage. Jen, love it. Yeah, I used to love that game too. That and euchre were my go-tos. I used to carry a euchre deck and a cribbage kit with me all the time. And man, when I was in high school, so wanted to work in radio. I even had an internet radio station for a while that I used to run. But let's face it, terrestrial radio's on its way out. Terrestrial radio's boring anymore. There's no personality in it. That's the problem. We had, like in Midwest, we had people like Dick Biondi, Super Jock Larry Lujak, Joel Sebastian, Dex Card, Clark Weber, Ron Riley, et cetera, et cetera. Ron Riley, in fact, was an extra on an episode of Batman 1966. But anyway, people, Fred Winston, Don Wade and Roma, people with genuine personalities that you don't have anymore. The closest we have now is Mancal Moeller, who's at, last I heard, WLS. I don't keep up with WLS anymore. I really haven't enjoyed it for a long time. And Comics Pop and Pod things say, my short stint in radio was an awesome experience. I used to hang around with the DJ at WITY AM in Danville. And then, and also used to be a shot caller to Mix 94.5 in Champaign, Illinois, till my DJs were let go. Anyways, past noon, dude. Don't get hit with a piece of lumber and feed Cookie. I will, Skunk Rocker. Thank you for your concern. Bye, Brian and Cookie and everyone else. Pops fans, and thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Bill Sarton, one word, retarded, says John B. Pike. Okay. Thanks for being here, John. Trevor Hawkins, love you, brother. Good day, all. Feed Cookie. Yes, sir. And I just realized that's sad, Brian. That's a sad quote. Brian never reminds me. It was supposed to say, Brian, thanks for reminding me. But again, this phone is stupid. You're welcome. You're welcome, Skunk. Love you, man. And Ted Davies Artistry, thanks for all you do, Brian. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Everyone have a great day. Much success. Let's all rise together, Ted. Thank you very much for being here, man. And yeah, Getty played his butt off on that. He was fantastic. And OMG, this thing is dumb as hell today, says Skunk Rocker. I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of signal in this local area, but it keeps misunderstanding everything I'm saying now. Love you, Brian. Have a good day. Love you too, Kyle. Skunk, you have an excellent day, my friend. Stay safe. I'm serious, man. Stay safe and keep us posted. And if nothing else, we'll see you tomorrow night. And Rick Bradley, everyone take care and stay creative. Caught up. Anyway, I'm getting faster at this. I'm eventually going to be able to keep up. And I'm going to sound like the Man in the Micro Machines commercial. But anyway, thank you all for being here. We're going to close out the comments with that. And man, thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you. And again, thank you for Andy Shaggy Cordy for this beautiful Fez bun. We are going to be putting it in a place of promise. I promise you'll be able to see it. And thank you for this lovely hand-drawn picture of from Andy Shaggy Cordy, St. Valentine of Nola, from Shaggy and Kristen Cordy. Thank you both very much. And thank you very much to Anna and Vincent and Lydia for these wonderful Valentines. They mean the world to me. They really do. You all do. Thank you so much. That's going to go in places of honor there. And thank you to all of you for listening today. And thank you for everyone who tuned in last night to Clever Title Pending with Glenn B. Fleming. I think if you go back and listen to that, you're going to dig the show. You really will. And thank you to Meredith Logren and Nita Lanning for Ragin. Please, R-A-G-I-N. Look it up on YouTube. It's a brand new channel put out by those ladies. And they're doing it independently of the Geek Insider umbrella. So please support them, all right? They can use all the support they can get from the Nevermorians. Let's all rise together on this. And also thank you to the Nevermorians who support the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, a very loosely assembled group of like-minded people, such as myself, Ted Davies, Carl Witzman, Joe McKeel, Nick Tockard, Amy Hale, Michaela Jade, Heather Ellen, and I hope I haven't left anybody out. But please go to YouTube and check out author Michaela Jade and all of these chapters. Support shows like Twisted Angel and TED Talks, Ted and Carl's Cigar Show, Stupid O'Clock, Armchair Rocket Science, Stupid After Show, Creative as Hale, and not to say anything about Clever Title Pending, and Nevermind the Furthermore. Thank you for your ongoing support, friends. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like if you've enjoyed any part of it, and be sure to ring that bell so that you can be notified of any future video offerings we have. If you're watching us on Facebook, like on Kathy Jackson's Books, thank you, Kathy. We love you. Sign up for that page. Please give that page a like while you're giving this video a like. There's great stuff on Kathy Jackson's page. She is a darling. We love her. Also contact Jen Thompson, that's Jen with 2 N's, for the Indie Author Book Expo. She's got a series of dates, the first of which will be May 29th in the Peoria, Illinois Civic Center. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also thank you to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, of which we are a proud part of. And Plasma Fire Graphics, thank you, Jeffrey Hayes, for sponsoring the show. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your readers. So please check them out. And thank you to Geek Insider for powering the show. And if you want to sign up for our free monthly newsletter, go to risingtide.pub or send me a Facebook Messenger message with your email address. I promise we will never sell or trade or give away your contact information. No spam, because we love you. Anyway, we do love you. Thank you for being here. I got to go check on Cookie, make sure she's well fed, and got some things to do tonight. Also, check out Swords and Solace from Jerome Connor. Check out a whole bunch of great Kickstarters that got mentioned. And check out last night's Clever Title Pending with Glenn B. Fleming. You will be impressed, as he's a great guy. And you're great, too. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all greatly. And now we're going to go feed Cookie, and we're going to implore you folks, as the cold weather comes through again this weekend, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. That's just what you are. Thank you for your ongoing support, and thank you for watching this episode of Nevermind the Furthermore for February 10th, 2021. We will see you a Friday morning at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central. And don't forget, tomorrow, I forgot this real fast, but tomorrow, Thursday at 9 p.m. is Stupid O'Clock. At 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. We'll find out what Skunk Rocker is going to be talking about. It's a great after-hours conversation show, and stick around for the Stupid After Show, too. It's going to be glorious. And also, I think Carl and Ted are doing a cigar show tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm not sure. But anyway, follow the Rising Tide Publications page on Facebook, and you'll be up on everything. Thank you all for being here. Stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. We'll do that again. Have a great day, everyone. See you Friday on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning. Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising@geekinsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends, because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com.
Reels and Heels is a podcast that discusses movies, television, wrestling, and more. With a rotating guest list of friends and filmmakers alike, Reels and Heels salutes the creative arts of all kinds. Join Brian Wenzeloff and Nicole Jobin live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Reels and Heels.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.